Hi friends and Israel fans, come and join me in another episode of Israel with Moshe. Coming from the outer gate, you walk through the gatehouse, the place where the king and the judge sits, and then you enter into the 90 degrees curve that leads you into the inner gate, and from the inner gate you actually get into the city above us. We're here at the top of the Tel Dan, the top of the city of Dan, and right behind me is the sacred area, the temple that Jeroboam built. It actually looks like a temple. It has an outer courtyard, an inner courtyard, and then the elevated part, metal today, but it wasn't made of metal, it was actually made of stone. This is the stone altar, and on top of that stone altar, they used to have the golden calf. This looks just like the temple in Jerusalem, except it's not in Jerusalem. And one of the things that God said when the temple in Jerusalem was built is that that will be the house of God and no other place will be the house of God. And this is the worst thing that Jeroboam could actually do. Out of his own fears, he didn't want to lose his kingdom, he didn't want to lose his position, he was afraid about himself. Instead of trusting God, who said that the kingdom is going to be yours, you're going to be the king of the 10 tribes, he decided to take things into his own hands and try and make sure that that happens. We all know how that ended. When the Assyrians came, they destroyed, and all those 10 tribes are gone. And this is actually the time when the Jews started to be called as Jews, because the only tribes that was left was the tribe of Judah, and Jews come from the tribe of Judah. One interesting thing about the Assyrian conquest versus the Babylonian conquest. Assyrians came here in the 7th century BC. They conquered everything, and then they swapped population. They would move people from here to different places, bring people from other places here. In fact, one of the new groups of people that they created were the Samaritans, that were assimilated Jews that assimilated with people who were brought from the outside. Babylonians, who conquered the land in Jerusalem at 586 BC, did not exile everybody. They exiled only the elite. And so the elite of the Jews were taken to Babylonia, the rest were left, and that's what allowed the elite to return from Babylonia. 70 years later, when Babylonia was taken by Cyrus, by the king of Persia, everybody were allowed to come back, and so they could come back and rebuild the temple and continue. This is called the Return to Zion, Book of Ezra, Book of Nehemiah, that period of time.